Well, to our surprise, Season 3 is Clover Academy once again. So, I apologize for getting this video up super late. I just been like mad busy. But yeah, Season 3 Jack, Season 3 Charlotte, and Season 4 Fuego will be coming out next in regards to Season 3, which we already knew about, right? So, I mean, we didn't exactly know 100%, but these units were mostly confirmed for the most part. But anyways, yeah, we have official confirmation from the Twitter pages of Black Clover, and well, they are coming in the... It's a little bit early, I will say, by them going ahead and teasing this, so I'm not sure if they're gonna go ahead and speed up Season 2. They shouldn't, by the way, because if you change the timer for in-game content, then we still have like another like a week or potentially like 2 weeks until this banner does drop. I don't know, a lot of people are saying it's starting on the 18th, a lot of people are saying it's starting on the 25th. I truly don't know, but we'll find out. So if they do come out next week, that is going to be great. But honestly, like if they want to go ahead and make it to where it's a little bit later than the 18th, I would not be opposed to it. It's just because I know free to play, including myself, we don't have a lot of crystals. So I do want to do like a multi or two, or just like a few multis to go ahead and kind of see if I'm able to obtain these units. But hey, look, worst case comes to worst, then we just pick up Charlotte for free, and then we call it wraps there, right? But let's go over and talk about Charlotte, Fuego, and Jack. If y'all are new, drop a like, hit sub, and comment below which unit will you be getting from these three from your Gateway of Destiny. Free to play, I've already said this before, but ideally the one you want to go for here is Charlotte. Yes, Fuego is a great unit to have. Jack is a great... Actually, I lied. Jack is not really the unit you want to go for here. I hate this unit with everything in my body, but Fuego, on the other hand, is a great unit as well. But Charlotte, unfortunately, is going to be the best one. So, yeah, let's talk about the kits and stuff. Now, when it comes to Jack, we'll talk about the one I hate the least the most, right? I did my showcase, man. This unit is really bad, and he's like... Funny enough, right? Because on Season 8, we just got the brand new Season 8 YAMI, and that unit is not exactly the best either, and this Jack is kind of alongside like the same page with them. Actually, kind of, because they're both doing like additional damage based on these number of miscalculations, which, wow, these, now that I think about it, these units are so similar, which is crazy. Very similar kits. Holy crap, I just realized that. Wait, it is actually like extremely similar in regards to what they're doing. But anyways, Jack on his first skill is going to be inflicting bleed to a single target enemy, dealing continuous damage for 2 turns. When the enemy is afflicted with bleed, has a 50% chance to stun him. So yeah, it's not too bad for a first skill. This is pretty handy, and that having that 50-50 chance to stun can be very clutch for PvE content as well as PvP, right? Second skill is going to be applying 1 miscalculation stack to himself, and then applying a increased penetration level 2 to himself, and then increased accuracy level 2 as well. So again, more offense related stats, allowing this unit to potentially do even more damage when it comes to just any attacks he does, especially his ultimate, right? So the ultimate is kind of where he is able to pop off here. So the way his miscalculation thing is working is almost the exact same way that YAMI is working for Season 8. This unit will be applying a number of stacks of miscalculations, dealing damage equal to 80% of physical and magic attack to a random enemy. And so the way that this works is the more stacks he has as the miscalculation, the more additional attacks he is able to dish out, which means that this unit is capable of doing some insane damage. Technically AoE if you think about it, because it is going to be additional attacks towards random enemies. So in a way, he is able to kind of get rid of the entire team if you do make it work correctly. But the thing is that with this unit, you also need a skill page, and you also need that LR+2 to have this miscalculation stack right at the beginning of the battle. So without it, it's just not worth it, I promise you. But the cool thing is that he does get a guaranteed stun on the enemy, so in a way that can be handy. But in global, you're going to find out there are going to be a lot of units upcoming that are just like stun resistance, and it's very annoying to deal with. So yeah, this Jack, I don't like it. Very weird kit, and honestly giving me very similar vibes to the brand new Season 8 YAMI. So yeah, that is his ultimate. Partner skill is going to be removing a barrier before attacking, which can be great. Perform an additional attack, dealing additional damage equal to 30% of physical and magic attack to a random enemy. Passive is the LR+2, applying 1 stack of this miscalculation like I said already, and then the unique one when you get to LR is going to be a when attacked, grant yourself a 20% increased stamina. So this is good. I actually like this a lot, but everything else regarding this kit I'm not exactly the biggest fan of. So yeah, that is Season 4 Jack, the unit you do not want to go for. Okay, now moving on to Season 4 Fuego. This unit, like I said before, is actually really good. It's just unfortunate that most free-to-play players, you probably will not be summoning on this banner because you don't have a lot of crystals, and you kind of want to save up for what is coming out in, you know, potentially February, right? So first skill is going to be single target damage inflicting burn, which is great. Always handy to have that burn damage, chip damage. Second skill is going to be single target as well. Inflict burn onto an enemy, dealing continuous damage. And then if the enemy is afflicted with burn, you are dispelling the barrier from him before attacking. So this is actually quite great. Okay, let me not say that we don't have a lot of burn units in the game already. We actually do, but it's just unfortunate that they're not really PvE or PvP meta for the most part. So, you know, when we get to season 4, or I'm sorry, season 5 Charmy and season 6 Magna, those are going to be great units you want to bring alongside this Magna just to have the burn guaranteed. And then if you do have the burn guaranteed already, then you automatically remove the barrier, which is going to be aka Noelle, Rodis, season 6 Charlotte, etc. So really good skill for skill 2. Ultimate here is going to be the crazy one. Based on the number of burn stacks affecting the target, inflict a increased damage taken debuff on them before attacking. So 1 stack, you're getting a 20% increased damage taken. 2 stacks is 75%, and then 3 or more stacks, you were getting a 220% increased damage taken, which is going to be great, meaning that you are pretty much able to go in and team wipe if you wanted to, and the fact that it is AoE damage. So yeah, AoE ultimate, insane damage, just really good multipliers, and you are removing the barrier from them before attacking. So in all honesty, this is actually really broken, and I have gotten like team wipe before with this unit, so I can't sit here and say that he's a bad unit in any means, but compared to the Charlotte, then yeah, I will say the Charlotte is probably just a little bit better, but I think he is a great pickup, especially if you do plan on making a burn team later on in the future. Then this unit can be good. I will say just him by himself, he's still really good, but having that 3 stacks a burn might just be a little bit difficult, especially with the units you want to bring into PvP. So kind of bear that in mind, but I still think, you know, if you're going against DPS units, they typically don't have a lot of HP to be in with anyways. So I think you can honestly get away with like 2 stacks or maybe even 1 stack, just depending on this unit's magic tech and the gear you have for him. So yeah, that is going to be his ultimate. Partner skill is going to be attack after applying a 30% increased damage to yourself if the enemy is taking any damage over time. So bleed, burn, poison, etc. This is going to be great. LR plus 2 is a 5% increased damage per burn stack on the enemy, which is just fantastic. Even more damage you were able to dish out just with this unit. And then the LR1 is when HP drops below 30%, gain immortality. So same exact thing as Midnight Sun Linked, which is pretty cool. So yeah, he's a really good unit. I actually enjoy using this unit quite a lot, especially with the whole burn team. He is actually really fun to use. But as of right now, like I said, the burn meta isn't exactly there yet, but I still think this unit is viable if you were to bring him into PvP, especially with the barrier meta kind of being, I would say, yeah, the burn meta, I mean, not the burn, but the barrier meta is still kind of peak with Rodis and Noelle just running in PvP. So yeah, really good unit, man. Now let's go ahead and talk about Season 4 Charlotte, the unit that you're probably going to want to pick up from your gateway for free, right? So first skill is going to be applying a counter attack to the ally with the highest attack for 1 turn. Just really broken, by the way, like extremely broken. Second skill is going to be your AoE for your entire team, granting your entire team a 40% increase in physical and magic attack, which is just beyond broken. So you cannot go wrong with this whatsoever. Just insane. And then the ultimate here is giving your entire team a 60% chance to counterattack for 1 turn. But the cool thing is that if you do max this out to level 5, you're guaranteed a 100% chance to give your entire team a counterattack, which is just beyond insane. Combined attack is applying a 12% fortify to your entire team as a reduced damage taken. And then passive is LR plus 2 is gain 1 skill point when attacked. And then unique one is when all allies belong to the blue typing, so technique, inflict silence on them for 1 turn at the start of the battle. For PvP, this is beyond broken, because this, guess what? That means no Noelle barrier, no skill 2 Julius, etc. So this is automatically shutting them down on that aspect. Just insane. Just honestly broken. And this right here is just when you get it to LR. So just having this alone, pretty much you guarantee the counter Noelle, right? And plus keep in mind that Julius is a blue unit, which means that you are able to come in and completely get rid of Noelle, no problem, and Julius and whatever unit that you want to. So I like this kit a lot. I like this unit a lot. She is broken. But yeah, that is going to be it for the Season 4 units. Let me know which one are you most excited for when it comes to these units. And let's go ahead and talk about the skill pages while we are at it here. I mean, their skill pages, they are actually pretty good, I would say. Especially Fuegos, and then Charlotte is not too bad. Jack is great, but it only works with his kit alone. So Jack here is going to be a 35% chance to grant yourself 20% increased damage before attacking, and then when you do have it onto Jack for his ultimate, if miscalculation was triggered 3 times in the same turn, the last trigger, so the last miscalculation, will be benefiting from a 500% increased damage buff. So yeah, this is what I mean by say like you need Jack in his skill page to have this crazy damage increase, but if not, then this unit is not doing a lot like that, if that makes sense. And then when it comes to Charlotte here, when attacked, there's a 20% chance to recover 1 skill point. So combine this skill page with Charlotte, you're gaining 2 skill points when attacked, especially if you do have it maxed out, by the way, which is just insanely broken. And then the skill 2, grant all allies a total defense. I mean, that's just insanely broken. And then Fuego skill page is a 10% chance when attacked to gain a 5% increased damage per burn, so even more damage you're able to do. And then combined with the skill 2 here, you are inflicting burn onto a random enemy, dealing continuous damage for 2 turns, so even more burn, which is just great, right? But yeah, overall, that is going to be the units, that is going to be the kits. Let me know your thoughts, and subscribe if y'all are new, alright? Take care, peace!